First of all, congratulations to all those who cleared prelims, and to those who didn't, there is always a better time next time. And those who haven't given, all the best, because you have to keep working hard. So I think now the results are out. Anyhow, you people will be motivated to write essays if you have cleared. Uh, but at the same time, initial days you might be investing your time in optional and all those things. But 17th of this month, few days from now, Sunday, I guess, we have a orientation session. Like, see, in this particular course, I directly started teaching. I didn't tell you the basics of essay, what to write, what not to write, should you use bullet points, diagrams, etc., or what toppers will do, and all these things will be totally discussed on 17th class. So try not to miss the class on 17th. So because that will set the foundation and the mindset, right? Second thing is content development. As you have seen in the 2022 marks, okay, there is a misconception. People are thinking that my scores, I mean, everybody's scores came down, but in totality, overall UPSC have reduced the scores. Okay, 140 is not a common number you see in 2022 mains. Okay, so please be very clear not to follow the crowd. You use your own discretion and common sense. So orientation session is live and open for all 17th. So try to do it, and I will also provide handout of the same, like the basic guide to essay writing in the simplest format. So you can use that as a template to develop content. So having said that, there are two topics today. Both of them are not previous year questions. I mean, the second topic specially is suggested by a student called as Dushyant. So he suggested me the topic. So I wanted to discuss both of them. Now, as our normal template goes, I have told you, right? First, I have to take you to a certain level of thought process. What is that thought process? Evil is always possible, and goodness is eternally difficult. Okay. Now, the first in the moment you see this particular question, okay, you need to understand: is this a simple topic or a difficult topic? Easy, medium, or difficult topic? Okay, so what I mean to say is evil is always possible, goodness is eternally difficult. Shall we take two separate lines, or should every paragraph have totality? And like, for example, what I mean to ask is, first A, this is B. So should I write A, first 4 pages about A, then write about B? Or should I write in a situation where A and B go hand in hand? That means in a given situation, you had a choice to be evil, but you choose to be good. Or in a situation, you could have been good, but you chose to be evil. Okay, which format is better? Two separate things taken together. Both A and B should not be in one paragraph. Think about it. Again, the name of the topic itself is brainstorming, right? So evil is always possible. No, yes, evil is possible. What is evil? Evil is bad things. There is no creativity that is visible, because if you discuss A or B, okay, but if you combine A and B, that is when your creativity is showed. That is when your understanding of the depth of the topic will come out. So try not to write both separately. We will analyze both of them separately, but when we go in a holistic fashion, A and B should go hand in hand, right? Okay, so the first thing is agree, disagree. The next one is thesis. Now, those who are writing mains, tell me at least 3 thesis statements for this question. The most obvious one I will write. Why is evil always possible? Okay. Why goodness is eternally difficult? Yes or no? Why evil is always possible? Why can I choose bad things, wrong things quite easily? Okay. Why is being good difficult? Okay. Next, thesis question. See, again, I'm not doing these classes for my sake. If you people don't participate, I will just close the session, happily move on. I have better things to do in my life. Your question is, by doing bad things, can we do good things? From evil, good things will also happen. Kind of. Okay. Okay. What other things are there? Are you good or bad? Did you, okay, tell me from your own personal life, did you ever get a choice where you could have been good, but you were evil? Or you could have been evil, but you chose to do good? Can we overcome evil by doing good things? Again, that is not the thesis statement, right? Thesis statement means what? What is evil? Okay. What is goodness? Here, again, please don't confuse bad with evil. They didn't say bad, they said evil. Extreme format of bad things are evil. So explicitly evil things means explicitly bad things. Okay. By mistake, if you are not helping someone, who is hungry, is a bad thing probably. You ignored it. Okay, but that is not a evil thing, right? So evil is next level of bad. Hmm? Next, everything that we do is evil. That is never a question, right? That is what I'm saying. Evil is evil. If you see a puppy, if you go and kick it, that is a evil thing to do. There is no way in the world we can justify whatsoever. Yes or no? Even if it is biting a baby's hand, okay, probably we have to shout, do something, but outrightly kicking a puppy because it is also a small baby, right? It doesn't know. Or throwing a dog out, from fourth floor for fun. All these are sadistic things, evil things, right? So people choose to be evil very easily. Evil comes to human beings naturally. Going for wars for the sake of money, for corporate money, okay, or not helping other nations, knowing very well that they are not going to be safe. All these are evil things. So evil things are done in the name of self-protection, goodness. Hmm. Okay. Then again, this is a kind of complicated topic. Without your understanding, it will get complicated. Okay. Yeah. So evil is always possible. You can always choose to do evil things. Going to nuclear war is a evil. It's a bad thing, right? You can always do that. Okay. But the restraint lies in not going to war, promoting dialogue, promoting what? Peace. So that takes time and energy. Going to war is very easy. Yeah, we'll go to war. Announcement is very, very easy. But negotiating and all these things are very, very difficult. Okay. Now forget about UPSC. Tell me from your own life something that you thought somebody is doing evil, but he could have done better. Let's say a rich relative is there, somebody is dying. Okay, somebody asked at least 1 or 2 lakhs as a loan or as a help so that that person will live. Okay, but that rich relative choose not to give that money. Okay, can we call it as evil? See, stealing things is a bad thing, right? Okay, so to an extent dilution, yes. Choosing to steal is a bad thing. Okay. Please brainstorm. Goodness is eternally difficult. Okay, we will forget about evil. Let's say about corruption. Okay, you are an IAS officer. I came to your office, sir. There needs to be a project. Okay, AC పనిచేయడం లేదా? Right? So let's say you are an IAS officer. I will give you corruption. Okay, is it easy for you to take corruption? Dead easy, right? It's like drinking a water. Very easy thing to do. But why are we not doing that? Why are we saying no, 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 not to corruption? ఎవరో ఒకరు తాండి ఏముంది దాంట్లో డిస్కషన్. యా ప్లీజ్. So corruption is easiest thing to do, right? Why are we not? Why are we not staying honest? Whenever I say integrity, yesterday also I was speaking to a student. He said integrity is Ashok Kemka. There are 2,500 IAS officers in the country. Okay, why will we only take Ashok Kemka as an example? That does mean that everybody else is corrupt, evil, wrong. No, right? Then why only Ashok Kemka? Is he explicitly showing, if I am being very honest, I will be transferred for 60 times. So people don't want to get transferred for 60 times, 70 times. Okay, probably that is why they want to compromise in between. They are not taking corruption. At the same time, they are not being too strict about it. Yes or no? I hope you understand. Or, for example, today, if you read Indian Express article, there is an article about that Bridge Bhushan, that WFI chairman. Okay, so the first pair of the article reads, he called Sports Secretary of India. Okay, he called Sports Secretary of India, and the other person said, you need to tell us why you selected these people. You didn't select these people, and he was threatening the secretary. Okay, the secretary wanted to know what is the criteria for selection. The Bridge Bhushan was bullying him. Okay, so that is a evil thing to do. Okay, giving into evil is very easy. Right? It will threaten you. Okay, staying honest. No, sir, you have to give me rules. You are an MP. You have a lot of political support. I don't care. You have to give me the rules. Standing is very difficult. Why? He will put pressure on you. He might transfer you, right? Or he might make your life very difficult. So there is a lot of incentive for you not to be honest. Yes or no? So goodness is eternally difficult, not because of the thing that you are doing, but the circumstances surrounding it. Yes or no? Yes? Vaccine Maitri, vaccine nationalism. Which is good and which is bad? Hmm. Oh, okay. Yes, you can. It's evil because you are destroying the institution. Again, if I have to expand every point, think about it. What is it? Why is it evil? Evil is because I am promoting my own self. Okay, and at the same time, I'm not only destroying the institution, I'm destroying the future prospect of this country to win Olympic medals. Okay, I'm choosing someone in the name of nepotism. Okay, or somebody I don't like, I said no. Okay, then isn't it a long-term evil? And all evil things directly doesn't become evil, right? They start with something bad. They go on to escalate and become bad. Okay, if you go and think about mythology, for example, Ravana kidnapping Sita is a evil thing to do. Okay, what was a good thing for Ravana to do? When she pleaded, or when she explained to him that, I will go back to my husband, I'm not interested in you. Okay, or first of all, kidnapping itself is a wrong thing, right? That should be the promotion of evil. But that is easy, that comes easy. To grab is easy, to stand in line is difficult. Okay, to break the line, to break the traffic, everything, all evil things start with bad things, right? Hmm? Okay, I hope you people understood, right? What I'm trying to say is, you have to give a situation where you can be evil, where you can be bad, but people chose evil, people chose bad. The best example is Gandhi, right? Gandhi says, if somebody slaps you, show the other cheek. Okay, very difficult thing to do. Very, very difficult thing to do. Okay, but that is the right thing to do. But again, you can add circumstances, layers, masala, and all those things. But normally speaking, escalating an war is a bad thing. Escalating violence is a bad thing, but being good is difficult. Now, last time also, I think I asked the same questions. If you go to Indian mythology and think about it, tell me a few good people, like people without any character issues. Hanuma. Okay. Hmm. Bhishma. Bhishma bhishma I think was criticized by Draupadi, right? He didn't utter anything while she was being disrobed. Abhimanyu. Okay. Rama, Satya Harishchandra. Hmm. Dharmaraju, Lakshmana. Okay. So Dharmaraju is an example we will take. Hmm. Dharmaraju is Yudhishthir. Yes. So even he had to lie Ashwatthama Hatha Kunjaraha so that he can win the battle, right? So the only person who is like, undisputedly a very good person in what in mythology, even he had to break his goodness to an extent, just a small white lie, so that he can defeat his enemy. So being good is not easy. It's almost utopian, right? You cannot be good at all people at all the times. You cannot be good in all situations. You have to break the mold, or else you cannot survive. There are some Hollywood movies, I think in Hindi movies also, okay, where people say, for one day you should not lie, okay, or for one week you should not lie, or God will give a punishment that for one week he cannot tell a lie, right? In Telugu there is a movie called as April Okati Vidudala. That is a movie where hero cannot lie for 30 days. And I think there is a Govinda movie where he cannot lie for one day. He's a lawyer or something, okay. These people cannot survive in modern day for one day without lying. Yes or no? So again, not linking A and B. I'm just saying that goodness is a very high standard for modern day world. Do you agree? Yes. And I don't know how many of you know, but Vibhishana also has a idiom in Hindi. ये अपने घर का विभीषण है. That means he is a backstabber of the family. So Vibhishana's name is not always considered as a good thing. People consider Vibhishana as a backstabber. Okay, so there are ways to look at good and bad things, but again evil things has to be seen in the evil way. Okay, now thesis statements are very easy. Why being evil is easy? Okay, why being good is difficult? The next question is, what will happen if you are not good or evil? That is just one line of thought. Okay, if there is too much evil in the society, what will happen? Okay, probably we can bring in Matsya Nyaya. Matsya Nyaya. Nyaya, right? Nyaya means, Matsya means fish, the law of the jungle. It's a fish rule. That is, the big fish will eat the smaller fish. Fish will eat the even smaller fish. So that is Matsya Nyaya. Okay. Collectively, what happens is the jungle rule will prevail. Only the rule of the might will be established. So being good is not something that you are doing as a charity. Being good is something that you are doing for the welfare of everybody else. Yes. Then. Hmm. Why? What? Then the most obvious question: how to reduce evil and how to promote good at probably same time. Yes or no? While you are punishing the evil people or evil things, you have to also make sure that you are promoting the good things. Do you agree? Yes. Tell me a real life example, something from last 1 month's current affairs. I want to see how good is your application of current affairs. Don't tell me Ramayana, Mahabharata, and all this stuff. Okay, tell me something from last one month which will suit to this topic. See, people are so sharp that if today there is a mains, even today they will read newspapers, and even today's newspaper examples they will use in the answer writing. So you cannot expect to stop newspaper reading 1 month before the exam and dump whatever the magazine is providing. You have to be up to date. Your examples are your own, unique. Wrestler's case. Okay. Again, I think we can remove that because I have touched upon it. Something else. Violence in Manipur. Very good point. The Kakova Dam in Russia, ecocide. All right. That's a fantastic example. Good. Violence in Manipur. Okay. I hope you know the Russian dam issue, right? It's a severe issue. Hmm. If you are not aware, there is a very good Indian Express explained article. Then only two examples. Okay. From last 6 months. Religious deaths in Africa. Sudan crisis. Okay. Hmm. Think about it. US mass shootings. Okay. Hmm. So that is evil, right? Mass shootings are evil. Okay. Then how do we promote good? Nothing from India. For example, the living partners being killed. Is it evil? Yes. If you don't like someone, the best thing to do is probably divorce them or end the relationship. Yes, but killing is definitely a very evil thing. That too in such a gruesome manner. So what is happening there? What is happening to the humanity? Why is evil so easy? The funny thing is, after this Aftab case, I think Aftab, right? Aftab case, where he chopped the living partner into pieces. Literally, there are at least 7 or 8 cases in similar fashion. The most latest one again is in Mumbai, I guess, Delhi. Okay, so I mean, are people getting inspired from mass violence or killings, movies? You get my point, right? Okay, so evil is coming to us naturally. Are we always evil? It is because of the societal ethics values we didn't choose to be evil. Now that we are shedding all those things, our naturality is coming out. Hmm. No. Yes, I think you people understood, right? Like what, why, how, and the last one is how to promote goodness. Goodness is not some individual concept. Goodness is a interlinked concept. Goodness is like ikigai. It overlaps with a lot of things. It overlaps with society, market, government, individual. All four has to promote equally the good things. In your home, let's say you will teach panchatantra stories, ethics, values, ramayana, mahabharata, and you send them to school. Okay, in the school they are saying, anyhow, whatever, no matter what, you have to get marks. It doesn't matter how you get marks. Or if you go to office, they will preach something else. So government is saying one thing, doing one thing. For example, in Business Standard today, there is a wonderful article which says, uh, for all the governments, beti bachao beti padhao, or women empowerment, this sexual harassment case of WFI, the Bridge Bhushan case, is going on from last 6 months, right? So that is the opposite speak. You are saying one thing, you are doing one thing. Okay, then I don't know what to believe, what not to believe, right? So if government, market, individual, society, everybody is promoting the goodness and punishing the bad things, only then evil can be reduced, goodness can be promoted. It cannot be done by one person. At the same time, throughout history also, we can only find one Harishchandra, one Dharmaraja, one Rama. These are all idealistic people, right? We actually don't find them, but it is our job to emulate them. Yes or no? Like funnily, just for between our class, okay, just think about it. Can you really live in today's life without saying a life or one day? Live is a big word probably, but are you comfortable? Are you comfortable? Yes, that is one way to think about it. Okay. uh, yes, somebody said something. Hunter gatherers killed animals more, they never killed animals more. That is a distinction that you have to remember. See, hunter gatherers actually killed only what they need. It is a modern day man probably who is mass producing. Again, we are, again, let's not go there, but if you think about it, there are only 7 animals which are hugely domesticated all over the world, and the same 7 animals are repeated, right? So you can go into evil in lot of things, right? Animal ethics. Killing animal, forget about killing animal. Artificial insemination. Okay, constructing apartments for cows so that they will stay only in the apartment so that you can milk them. They cannot roam out. You are breeding them only for the sake of milk. Okay, are raising pigs for food. Okay, that is more evil, right? At least hunter gatherers, they were like, they will go into the wildlife. But if you look at the modern day farms, okay, the farms are vertical, not even horizontal. You literally have apartments where there are cows in 6 floors, 7 floors, and they don't go anywhere. They are confined in very limited spaces, and all day you are milking them and artificially inseminating them. Okay, that is evil if you talk about it. Okay, again, for human survival, milk is needed, or else milk prices will increase. So here we can also bring in the anthrocentric concept of all religions, right? Everything was created for human beings. Okay, anything that is not for human beings is not evil. Killing animals is not evil. Why? It is for human beings. Everything is created for whom? Human beings. That is one way to look at it. Okay. Now, please tell me an intro. Don't tell me Gandhi, Buddha, Nelson Mandela also. You don't have to type the entire intro. You just have to tell me, sir, this person's story is a good intro where he could have chosen to be evil, but he chose to be good. Akbar. In which context? Akbar din ilahi. Okay. So how is it in one context? He could have chosen, he could have been like Aurangzeb, imposing jizya and all those things, but he chose to be good. He abolished jizya. Okay. Fine, decent enough. But do you think that's very inspiring? Definitely relevant. I won't agree. You can use it as one dimension, but probably the not the best intro. But that's good. At least you have some contrasting idea. But again, here it's like he could have, he had the opportunity. That will be more impactful. Please think euthanasia case. Relatives could choose to let him live rather than passively killing him. Okay, very decent example. Euthanasia. Even in Aruna Shanbag case, when the petitioner's friend, that is Aruna Shanbag's friend, went to the court saying, please let her die, the nurses of that particular hospital said, we will take care of her. You don't worry about it. Schindler's List story. Okay, Oscar Schindler could have had a happy life, but I hope you people know who is Oscar Schindler. There is a German called as Oscar Schindler. He is a Nazi, but he helped a lot of Jews. Kashmir Nehru. Okay. Hmm. Okay, that is one way to look at it. Somebody is, yeah, but again, evil from UN perspective, right? Not from Nehru perspective. UN could have been better, not Nehru. Okay, so somebody else is saying Ethiopian president who got that Nobel Peace Prize. Then he went to war with Eritrea. Anyhow, so he got Nobel Peace Prize first. Then he went to the war again. Kind of decent example. If you are not aware, that is a wonderful example. It is one of the rare cases where people were given Nobel Prizes too early, and later he chose to be evil. Instead of compromising again, he went to war. He literally barricaded the entire Eritrea region so that not even food supplies reach that particular area. So that could have spilled into civil war. Very good example. Okay. Last, any two, please tell me any two good intros. Any other examples you can rack your brain off? Hmm. That is again stretch of an argument, right? No, no examples. Okay, next time when you read newspaper, whenever you read something, for example, think of international relations, think of India-Pakistan relations. Any examples where we could have chosen to be evil, or but we chose to be good during famine? Okay, India versus Bangladesh land dispute. We could have chosen to be evil by not respecting the International Tribunal Award, but again, that would make India evil anyhow, right? That's a good point, decent point. Yes. Yeah, prisoner of wars. We could have literally blackmailed Pakistan to give a lot of leeway. We could have literally asked them to write down entire Kashmir. 1971 war, we had around 70 to 80,000 prisoners of war. but India unilaterally released them without any uncut. Okay, fine. Good example. Pakistan floods, India chose to give humanitarian assistance, denied by Pakistan. Same is with vaccines. But again, at least we chose to be good. Okay. Turkey earthquake helped desire their stance against Kashmir. Okay. Despite their stances, okay, that is fine. Because Turkey is not supporting India, India still decided to help Turkey. Vasudhaiva Kutumbakam in letter and spirit. Yeah, good. See, again, I'm not spoon feeding. If you observe, obviously, I'm not spoon feeding because you people need to think this topic is not that easy. But again, next time, whenever you see that contrast of evil and good, it's your job to remember these kind of examples. That is when you bring out the thought process. Okay. Yeah. Okay. Hmm. Right. Any questions on this particular topic? How to conclude is always about, conclusion is always about promoting good over evil. Satyameva jayate. That is the motto of India. So truth alone shall triumph and truth alone should triumph at the end, but it is not a easy path. And deliberately I have avoided a book name. The book is Being Good, the difficulty of being good. It is by uh, Guru Charan Das. Okay, it's all about Mahabharata. Okay, and he will give you a lot of instances where why being good is difficult. He discusses a lot of philosophical topics in that book. From Mahabharata, different instances in Ramayana or Indian mythology overall. You can also apply it to administration. You can also apply it to governance. All these things are deliberately avoided. Not that I didn't knew, but I wanted you people to think so that being good is not only a choice. Being good is also something that needs to be supported by the ecosystem. Okay, that without that ecosystem, being good will be definitely punished. In a world where being dishonest is rewarded and being honest is punished, we cannot expect people to be good. But at the same time, it's a two-way street. Individuals has to inspire societies, societies has to inspire individuals. At least we have one Ashok Kemka to show, okay, he's a honest fellow, right? Even if he's not there, then it will be literally difficult for the entire ethics to prevail in the society. Okay. Yes, definitely. COVID times, people hoarding medicines and all these things are evil things. Even they sold the life-saving medicines, oxygen cylinders for exorbitantly high prices. So all these things are evil. Okay. Yeah. So now that you people have some idea about this particular topic, you start working on this, elaborate on this. The next and most kind of difficult topic is, I hope you people have already brainstormed this particular topic. No seed ever sees the flower. Okay, this is not a UPSC topic. Again, as I said, this topic was suggested to me by Dushyant Vaidya, a student, and I found this topic really challenging and interesting, right? And if you observe, both the statements have extreme statements. The first one also, this one also. No seed ever sees the flower. Okay, evil is always easy. Again, this is not prelims. I'm not teaching you elimination techniques, avoid extremes, and all those things. Okay, all that nonsense is not workable. The thing is, evil all the time is not possible, right? Nobody can be evil all the time. At the same time, here the extreme statement is no seed ever sees the flower. Now tell me a similar quote. Forget about brainstorming, forget about everything. Okay, tell me a similar quote in your own language or in your own interpretation. No seed ever sees the flower. You first need to digest this topic. Okay, then you need to bring something. Okay, you can work hard but you won't see the fruits. Okay. Then similar quote, similar statements. No seed ever sees the flower. Okay, there is a Telugu idiom. Don't celebrate when the son is born. Celebrate when he is successful. Putrudu puttagane kaadu. Okay. But again, you have seen the flower, right? Karmanya vadikaraste. Okay. Hmm. Children's don't see children do. Okay, I'm not asking interpretation. Tell me, no seed ever sees the flower. Okay, so VM is saying children don't see the struggle of their parents. That means children here are seeds. No, parents' hard work is seed in a way. The flower is a child. The child doesn't actually know why he is here. He hasn't seen the struggle, right? See, after a certain age, I see where my parents are, but I don't know how they came to that particular position. That can be one interpretation. Hmm. Anything else? Any similar quote? Sun, sun. Can we link anything to the sun? Clouds. No cloud drinks from its own water or anything. Think about it. Be creative, right? People see only results, but they don't see sacrifices behind it. Sun can't see the dark. Okay. Hmm. Lightness cannot see the darkness. But you don't appreciate darkness without, I mean, we don't appreciate light without the darkness. Hmm. Go more creative. So people see only the results, not the efforts. Okay. So the most obvious prima facie interpretation of this topic is what? No seed ever sees the flower. If you once go inside the earth, the literal interpretation, once you are done, once you are gone there, okay, whatever comes out of you, you actually won't be able to see that. But everything came from you, right? All the hard work, all the initial seeding is done by you, initial hard work is done by you. Okay. The later generations might be reaping the actual rewards. This is the most prima facie interpretation. But is seed different from the tree? Is tree different from the flower? Is flower different from the fruit? So instead of looking at it as two different things, if you look at seed as a continuum, seed and fruit are one thing, right? Like they are continuum. Because of seed there is a tree. Because of tree there is a flower. Flower then leads to fruits. Okay, it's continuum. Okay, so this is one more interpretation. The next cut short interpretation is you plant a seed and sometimes you don't even see the flower. Yes or no? Will all seeds succeed? Is there a guarantee that if I plant a seed, it will lead to flowers? Okay. Next, which stage is more important? Taking care of the seed in the basic level or worrying about the flower? Or should we forget about the seeds? See, these are all just farm level. I mean, I'm at the very layman level interpretation. Okay. I hope no fruit ever seed the pollinators. Okay. Hmm. Yes, we have to take pollinators into consideration, right? Without them, what is the purpose of a fruit, flower, right? It won't pollinate. Now that we have understood it, take your own individual example. Okay, prelims. Okay, you what hard work. Your hard work is a seed. Okay, so some people see their hard work becoming a flower. So outrightly we can agree disagree with that statement that no seed ever sees the flower. I am the same person who is planting the seed. My seed is what here? My hard work. I have invested in my hard work. I am seeing my prelims result. I cleared. Then I have seen my fruits. I have seen the flower, right? Yes or no? So that is obviously one situation. Tell me another situation where no matter how much you do, you cannot see the fruit or flower. From individual example again. I hope you people understood the. I'm countering that statement. At the same time, individual level, think from your own life where something is the seed that you are planting, but no matter what you do, you are never going to see the flower. Okay. Okay. So whatever sustainable developmental practices we are going through right now, moving towards electric vehicles and all those things, we may not see the fruits. Subjective, right? Hmm. Okay. What about some philanthropic activity? I mean, we can see, we cannot see, right? I assumed I gave it to someone. Will it work? Sometimes. Hmm. Dadiji sacrificing his own life for the protection of gods. Okay. So I don't know how many of you know that is a very good example. Dadiji is the person who gave his backbone to make the Vajrayuda for Indra, so that he can kill a very famous demon. So that's a very good example. But Dadiji didn't. And then, like, tell me what is the seed there? Dadiji's life is the seed. Ambedkar's reservation system. So Dr. B.R. Ambedkar affirmative action, he didn't see. Okay. Mm-hmm. Okay. Soldiers sacrifice. That is a very nice example. So once you sacrifice the life, you may not live to see the victory, but because of your sacrifice, there is a victory. Okay, that's good. Okay. Then okay, we'll do one thing. We'll look at all the examples where we see the flowers. I don't think that is a challenging, right? If you put hard work, you will see Gandhiji invested in, non-violence. He has seen the freedom struggle. Ambedkar believed in, uplifting the societies. He has seen to an extent. So we can go in those lines. It's easy to disprove is difficult. I mean, no seed ever sees the flower. That examples are difficult, right? For example, can we bring in Jamshedji Tata? No, his dream of aviation sector in India. His idea of having a India's own independent aviation sector is a seed. Okay, he worked towards that particular direction. But today India is doing fantastically well in aviation sector. But he may not see that the freedom fighters, all the freedom fighters, right? They sacrificed their life for the sake of India, the freedom. Okay, but they haven't seen it. In those lines, please think and tell me. Anything from society, history, modern Indian history. Any examples apart from the revolutionary fighters? So we can even easily clearly say Chandrasekhar Azad. Azad has literally become the seed or sacrificed his own life, but he didn't see the fruit. Okay, but his efforts definitely carried forward. The revolutionaries of 1857 war. Yes. ISRO. ISRO. Mm-hmm. If you see again, ISRO can be a easy example for seeing the seeds, right? I mean, ISRO is doing a lot of R&D, and that R&D is now leading to a lot of successful satellite launches. All the satellites thanks to ISRO. Negative example, like ISRO will not see its flower. Mary Curie discovered radioactivity. She has to pay it with her life because of the radioactiveness and all those things, right? Okay. Nuclear power usage expected for peace but can be used for war. Here the question is not about misusing, right? Here the question is about not able to see the flower. Mm-hmm. So seed is the, you know that is adding scope, right? That is definitely adding scope, but that will be stretch also. I mean, we can go on to stretches like, what if, the seed you planted is one thing, the flower that came is totally different thing. For example, you started some religious school for some good purpose. The seeds you planted is one thing, okay, but the outcome now is totally different. Yeah. Kalam's vision of 2020, seed planted. Okay. Yes, definitely you can. That is a good example. Pura public amenities for providing urban amenities in rural areas. That is a dream of Dr. Abdul Kalam. So he planted that seed, but he's not seeing that flower. But now we are probably seeing rural areas getting all the urban facilities. Good. Lot of philosophers and their vision, definitely. Buddha, Gandhi, communal harmony, all these are seeds planted by them, but we are not seeing the flower. Einstein and gravitational waves. Okay, you can stretch it, definitely worth it. Ambedkar's caste free India. Unfortunately, we are not caste free, so we cannot call it as a flower. Okay, that is still a flower yet to bloom. Okay. Gandhiji's dream of rural sanitization. Definitely, Swachh Bharat Abhiyan and Gandhiji's dream of sanitation. Gandhiji planted that seed of, you know, uh, clean toilets and all these things. You have to maintain that Swachh Bharat, Swachhata. Now we are seeing the flower thanks to Modi's vision. But Gandhi is not there to see his own flower. Very good. Yes. Yeah. Now counter argument is I can see the flower. I will do something. I have seen the flower. For example, Elon Musk. He planted the seed. He is seeing the reward. When he started Tesla, everybody loved electric vehicles and all these things. Now world is going crazy for electric vehicles. So easy examples. Chat GPT probably. Yes or no? All these are easy examples. Now we will go into the scope. Okay, no seed ever sees the flower. Yes, some seeds don't see the flower. We have proved. No, some seeds also see the flower. We agreed with the statement. We completely disagreed with the statement. We wrote 6 or 7 pages. I mean, 3 or 4 pages, 6, 7 examples for each. Done. Now, what will you write from fourth page onwards? You agreed. You understood, right? First, I agreed. Second, I disagreed. Okay. After that, conclusion. After third page, no. Then some seeds see different flower. Okay. Hmm. How to secure the seed so that we can see the flower? Okay. How to protect the seed and ecosystem? Mhm. Okay. So then why cannot see flower? Okay, definitely. Time gap, death, circumstances change. Okay. That is very logical, right? Hmm. Society should also plant seeds. Society is like a soil. Individual. Okay. Okay. Fine. So I will take Manu's question that why cannot we see the flower? And why is Dr. Abdul Kalam not seeing the flower? Because of age, he has to pass away. But he's alive in the ideas, in philosophy, right? So in that sense, he's seeing the flower. Okay. So see again, there we bring the continuum concept, right? Seed and flower are not two different things. It's an idea that is planted. It doesn't matter who planted that idea. It's Dr. Abdul Kalam. We take it very seriously. So seeds are like ideas. So ideas once planted are forever. There is a very good Hollywood movie called as V for Vendetta. In that there is a line which says, ideas are bulletproof. You may kill me, okay, but you cannot kill the idea. Ideas are very difficult to kill. Yes or no? Okay. In what way should the seed be nurtured to see the desired flower? Okay, again here also the same concept, right? It's about ecosystem. Don't you think so? Think of individual ideas. Say for example, Dr. Abdul Kalam, or why I will tell you one more example. Let's imagine Elon Musk is from India. Elon Musk is from India. 10 years ago he wanted to do something in India. Do you think India had the fertile ecosystem for Musk to thrive? Probably today India have a fertile ground. India is ripe for startups. We have seen unicorns in COVID time like no other time, right? Okay, so that means ecosystem plays an equally important role for the seed to become a flower. Yes or no? See, it took so many companies 20 years to become unicorns. Okay, but in a span of 2 or 3 years, so many companies became unicorns in India. So India became that country where any seed that is planted will lead to or most seeds that are planted will lead to flowers. So it's not only about the seed, it's also about the ecosystem. Do you agree? Yes. Now, again, one more example. Do you think Gandhian ideals will work in present day Afghanistan under Taliban rule? Think about it. It might take a very long time. Okay. But do you think it's practical also? No? Gandhian ideals and Taliban. Gandhi says communal harmony. The very ideology of ISIS or Taliban is to establish a Islamic caliphate. Don't you agree? Yes. So that means some seeds, when planted in wrong places, will not yield no matter how good the seed is. So per se seed is not the problem. Per se the soil is not the problem. That is ecosystem is problem. Both have to mix. So Gandhi's ideas will work in an ecosystem where Gandhi's opponents also respect his ideals. As George Orwell says, if Gandhi was born in probably Nazi Germany, he would have been black bagged. That means overnight somebody will come kidnap Gandhi. That's the end of Gandhi. We will never see Gandhi again. Okay. Britishers were kind of civilized, right? Though they arrested him, threw him to jail, release again. This drama happened. Okay. If somebody decided to bump him up, there is nothing that anyone could have done. So it's not only about seed, it's not only about ecosystem. Now, what about watering? Soil is there, ecosystem is there. India has a lot of economical activity. You are starting a startup. What else needs to be there for the the boom to happen? Hmm. Funding, okay. Support systems, okay. Again, it's a kind of part of entire ecosystem, right? So the fence that we put around that particular soil so that the seed won't be disturbed. So right idea, right place, right nurturing will probably lead to the right flower. All these things are long term. Yes or no? If you want flower, you have to go to a nursery or a bouquet, and purchase it, right? You cannot make it overnight. So every seed that you plant is a long term investment. There are no shortcuts. Okay. Now one more dimension we can probably throw is the time taken by different seeds. Again, you don't have to write all these things in the exam. I'm not even saying that you have to dump all this. Okay. What I'm trying to tell you is think about it. Yes or no? Some seeds will become flowers within 60 days. Some will take 1.5 years. Do you have the time patience? For example, Nelson Mandela had a seed. That seed is freedom of South Africa, removal of apartheid. Okay. It took him around 30-35 years for the flowers to be seen. Yes or no? He didn't see it overnight. He didn't lose patience. He didn't give up. So even the seed needs certain qualities so that it will see the flowers. If you are a rare flower, you need extraordinary qualities. Okay. If you are something which can be groomed every other day, then that takes a different kind of ecosystem. So it also depends on what you want to see. Yes or no? Quality of flower means quality of time invested. Sorry. The hope, the sunlight is a hope here, definitely hope or you know belief, faith in oneself that one day I will reach that stage. The best example for you all of you to understand is your own UPSC dream. Yes or no? Every single person who is listening to this class is planting a seed that is his dream of becoming a IAS officer. Somebody might become in first attempt, somebody will become in sixth attempt. My student Chaitanya Reddy last time IPS, right? She got into IPS in her last attempt, but never have she probably, you know, wavered from the dream. It takes a lot of courage to write 6 attempts. Yes or no? Sometimes your fence is destroyed, your own family members might demoralize you, your ecosystem might demoralize you. Some natural calamity might happen. Your health is not well. There are so many ways your dreams can be killed. But attempt after attempt, you have to keep hoping, and one day you see the flower, and it's totally worth it. Yes or no? For some people, it's very nicely nurtured, totally protected end to end. You came, you conquered, Vini Vidi Vici, right? So that's totally different. But for other seeds, it will take time. For some seeds, it will take, they clear glimpse. They come to a particular stage. From there on, they stop growing. Yes or no? So there are so many ways to understand this beautiful topic if you think about it. Again, please don't think you have to write all these things in one essay. Not even that is not even my intention. But the thought process is so deep, you can show all your creativity. Yes, your own life is the best example. In which stage are you? The seed has become a beautiful plant. Now that plant is working hard for what? To become to yield the flowers. So the mains stage is that fertile ground, right? What you do in the mains will decide the outcome. Sometimes, in spite of all your hard work, still you may not make it. So then you need to go back and think where it went wrong. Yes. So this is like how to nurture and all those things. Any other things that we are missing here? See, common examples are like patriarchy and all those things. Many dreams of many women are killed because they are never allowed to become flowers. Okay, for example, again this case is sub judice, but if the sexual harassment case against the Bridgebushan is proved, okay, that will be the discussion about ecosystem, right? A seed wants to be a flower, okay, but because of the ecosystem, that flower could not be, I mean the flower could never be, right? Yeah. Any other thing, any other example? We talked about seeds, quality of seed and all those things will become too much, but seeds, ecosystem, the flowers, completing the flower will become the fruit will become the seeds, completing the cycle. Okay, how will you take about it? Okay, some seeds don't expect to see the flower. Some seeds don't expect to see the flower. Some seeds should not be planted in the first place. Terrorism. Okay, so that's one dimension. Don't even plant the tree. Don't even plant the tree of seed of hatred and all those things. Okay, then through love, through compassion. Okay, compassion is the seed that you plant. Compassion will become fruit. Fruits of compassion will lead to the flowers of compassion will lead to fruits that will become new seeds. So compassion will lead to more compassion. So seed will become flower. Flower will lead to seed. Seed will again lead to flowers. So compassion, love, helping each other, Vasudhaiva Kutumbakam, all these are circles of seeds. Okay. There are some seeds which we are supposed to cut in between. There are some seeds which we are supposed to encourage to become flowers. Okay. By promoting the goodness, virtuous cycles, virtuous seeds. Okay. You'll only see goodness everywhere. You promote good, that is a good seed you planted, you helped some random stranger. That is a good seed you planted in his brain. Or some stranger helped me. So what will I do when I see someone else is in trouble? Probably I will help that someone. Okay, that will lead to fruits. The cycle goes on. Stalin movie. Yes, definitely Stalin movie. Again, Stalin movie is also inspired by a Hollywood movie. Hmm. Okay, is there any chance that seeds give wrong fruits? Again, definitely you can go into that direction. What happens is, it may go beyond the scope. Sometimes we cannot control the flower outcome. For example, nuclear power. Definitely nuclear power is a seed. Okay, we may see the fruits of nuclear power, but sometimes we may not control the fruit. Nuclear disaster might lead to a lot of problems, right? Okay. Or nuclear bomb. Per se, the idea of nuclear technology, yeah, but it also led to good things. I can write in both the ways, right? See, Fukushima is an example. Japan was happily reaping the fruits, the flowers of nuclear technology. Then Fukushima, the tsunami, and all those things happened. So that led to a disaster, right? Okay. Sometimes seeds will give the wrong seeds, wrong fruits. Yeah. Again, Bhagavad Gita says, right? You can only have children, but you cannot, create their destiny. So you wanted to raise a good family, good human being with all your efforts. Also, in spite of all these things, the outcome may not be what you decide. Yes. Again, that is one thing. Or UPSC preparation. No, it might lead to mental health issues. It might lead to stress, anxiety, loss of social life. That is not at all what UPSC is expecting from you. But because of the journey, because of the ecosystem, these all added bonuses are also given. We can probably throw them as diseases affecting the seed. Yes or no? Yeah. Can we put USA to Pakistan? Yeah, definitely, definitely. That's a good example. Actually, Taliban, the investment of Taliban by Pakistan and Tehrik-e-Pakistan, the TPP now. Yeah. Compassion at the right place at the right person. Definitely. See, again, as I said, you cannot go and plant Gandhi as a seed in Taliban's territory, right? First, you need to make them understand probably they need a different kind of seed to contain. Seeds of discontent led to world wars. Seeds of discontent led to world wars. Okay, that's a very good example. Yes. Yeah. Any other dimensions? No. I will give you a challenge. Okay, forget about whatever you know. Okay, till this particular point. Today is what, June 13th, right? June 13th. So from June 13th to June 18th or June 20, the one next 1 week, whenever you read newspapers, okay, or anything that you read for that matter, try to find examples only for these two topics, and think if you can write at least 3 pages only based on the examples that you are going to find from now onwards, not deliberately. Let's think about it. Whatever you see in the newspaper, try to think and apply it to what? These two topics. That will be the real challenge, because existing finding or using chat gpt or google and all these things is fine, but applying newspaper knowledge to complete an essay topic is more important. Okay, that is where you shine. Okay, try to do that exercise. Yes, any other questions? See, the days of bland writing, shallow content, shallow writing, all those things are gone. UPS is very clear last time that I'm not going to appreciate routine stuff. Okay, so if you still want to play with fire, that's a totally different choice. Yeah. Any questions? Right. If you don't have any questions, I will end the session here. As I mentioned, probably this is the last class. 17th, we have an orientation session. So this topic is negative sounding, but how can we bifurcate, sir? Yes. See, first 2 pages are first after introduction part. Okay. Introduction also you can take 2 examples. Ramesh and Suresh. Ramesh planted the seeds. He saw the flowers. Okay. Suresh planted the seeds, but he didn't see the flower. So both are equally possible. Then I will go on to justify one stand where whatever we plant, we may never see the fruits. Okay. Then I will say whatever is good, I am trying to. We can always see the flowers. Then we'll start combining the scope part. Okay. Again, please remember, no matter how negative the topic is, you have to lead it to a solution. Yes or no? See, again here, if you think about it, no seed is a negative thought, right? Okay, no seed will ever see a flower. Okay, India will never become a superpower. Why even bother about it? If that is my negative attitude to start, okay, I will never do justice. Okay, so that is one thought process you need to have. So some people will have the self glass ceiling, right? Negative limitations. Okay, see, even if I do, it won't come. UPSC is not my cup of tea. I will go for group 1, group 2. All these are what? Negative thought processes. So towards the end, we have to create a thought process where we will say, yes, this leads to good outcomes. Some seeds actually see flowers, but it will take time, perseverance, consistency, dedication, determination, and all the drama so that it will become a flower. Okay, I hope that answers your question, Anshul. Yeah. No matter how negative the topic is, you first agree with it, then you disagree to a maximum extent. Then you say, we can always see the flowers if we put in the right effort, thanks to the support of the ecosystem and lot of nurturing. Yeah. Are you in the daily AWP group? This is a Telegram channel. This is a Telegram channel. Yes. So we will share the, uh, you know, YouTube recordings. Yeah. Yep. Definitely. You can disagree 80%, 90%, but you have to justify. See, UPSC is a very rational exam. No matter what you do, at the end of the day, you have to justify. If you have the right examples, you have the right justification. From end to end, I will argue, yes, no seed will ever see the flower. Okay. Or from end to end, I will argue, this is the most idiotic topic ever. Okay. Yes, seeds will see the flower. Why can't seeds see flower? I'm saying my own efforts. If I'm writing mains essay, that means I have put in efforts. I'm saying this. But I have to justify. So end to end, it's all about justification. Okay. And again, please be very serious. I don't want to, preach gyan and all those things. You are investing your life, your youth. Okay. I sincerely hope and pray that you see the fruits. Or else, if you are writing prelims, mains, and all these things for time pass, okay, this is not an exam for time pass. There are better things to do in life. Either give your 100% or don't write this exam. There is no in between. That is my only request to all of you. Okay, please take it very seriously. For all the topper copies, for all the topper posters you see, there are 10,000 people who don't make every year. Now that of the 14,000 people, you are, you might be one of the 14,000 people. Okay, but end of the day, we all know there are only 1100 posts. That means outrightly 13,000 people are anyhow going to go back home or write mains again. So it's not some fun that you are doing here. You are not doing anything for us or your sake. It's your life that you are putting at the stake. So that is a very costly seed to plant. Life, 1.5 year of your life. So if you want to see flowers, you have to be equally meticulous. So take your own attempt as an example for this and think about it, how serious you have to be and how much efforts you have to put in. If you don't understand this, you will again probably see you in the next Zoom sessions 1 more year down the line. You wasted 3 years of 2 years of your life. Things will go on. Today morning, I was talking to a student. I said, see, I'm seeing you from last 4 years. That doesn't make me happy. I'm happy that you go to interview stage, but that doesn't make me happy as a mentor. Why? I want you to be successful in life, not get stuck in this exam. So if you are here next 94 days, give your 100%. There is no in between. You take all the help in the world you need, but don't play with your attempts. No half measures. Okay. Yeah. Thank you for attending the sessions. You can always contact me personally in daily AWP or Telegram. Yes. Thank you, everyone.